It's for the whole family, so anyone can get involved. All you'll need today is a football and loads of pairs of socks. Okay, so really quickly, if you've not already got some of that stuff available, okay, go and grab any sort of ball. It could be a football, it could be a tennis ball, netball, anything round will work. Okay, as long as you sort of can kick it roughly like a football. Okay, and lots of pairs of socks. Okay, so go and raid your sock drawer. If you haven't got enough socks, go and raid someone else's sock drawer and grab as many socks as you can. Okay, so we need a ball and we need some socks. Okay, now if you've not tuned into one of these sessions before, this is how the format of the session works. A warm-up, which is going to work on our sort of familiarity with the ball. Okay, we're going to get plenty of touches on the ball, and we're going to be moving around using different parts of our feet, left foot, right foot. Okay, and we're going to get nice and familiar with the football, and it's going to be well under control, obviously, because we're working within a living room environment. Then we're going to do a bit of football sort of fitness. It's going to get the heart rate going, okay? And again, it's going to be involving the ball, okay? So what we're going to do is sort of a bit of fitness work that, again, hopefully will really benefit you guys. And then we're going to set some sort of challenges and drills that you guys can hopefully go away and do at home, and sort of maybe even send in your videos, set some high scores and do some skills sort of really impressively. Okay, so that's the format of the session. Okay, hopefully by now you've got a ball and you have got some socks. Just place your socks to start with, because for this first little warm-up, all you're going to need is a ball. Okay, now you might be in a smaller space than me, you might be in a bigger space than me. Okay, you can adapt to sort of whereabouts you are. Okay, you can make it a tiny bit bigger. If you're in a smaller space, you might adapt it so it works in a smaller space. Okay, now all I want you to do, whatever space you are, okay, is I want you to get the ball and I want you to start moving around in the room, keeping the ball really, really close to your feet. Lots of little touches. Okay, if I'm going to start now, you guys can start as well. Lots of little touches. We're going to use different parts of our feet. We use the sole of our foot, okay, outside of the foot, inside of the foot. We're using our left foot and our right foot, and you can just utilize the space, okay, moving in and out, getting lots of little touches on the ball, keeping it really close. I don't want the ball running away from you, okay, keeping it really close. Now you might try some skills. It's all about keeping the ball really close to your body. Okay, keeping it really close to your feet. We need to imagine there's some defenders around and they are not allowed to get the ball. Okay, so if you've got it really close to your feet, if a defender tries to tackle you and it's close to your feet, you could move the ball then out of the way, couldn't you? Okay, so making sure the ball is really close to your feet, lots of different touches, different parts of your feet. Okay, we're going to be working for another 20 seconds. How many touches can you get on that ball? Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So just a bit of time spent with the ball, okay, and even sort of working for just like a minute or something before we get into any sort of football drills can be really key. Okay, you can just get that familiarity back with the ball, and it really help. Okay, so a little sort of warm up done. Our heart rate's being a little bit faster. We're a bit more familiar with the ball. We're now going to get into some sort of football specific fitness work. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is you're going to place your ball down on the floor. Okay, and how this move is going to work is we're going to be running on the spot, one side of the ball really quickly for 10 steps. Okay, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when you get to 10, what I want you to do is I want you to jump over to the other side and then continue doing those really, really quick steps. Okay, we're going to be doing a total of 10 jumps. Okay, And once you've done your 10 jumps, that will be this part of the fitness bit over, okay? So 10 jumps, but in between every 10 jumps, you need to do 10 steps. All right, so if you're following along, we're just about to do it together. We'll start at 5 seconds. Okay, get your ball ready and get ready to run on the spot. Okay, ready, steady, go. 4 jumps. Good job. Okay, so again, heart rate hopefully being a little bit faster. Okay, a little bit of cardio, getting the blood pumping around our body and getting a bit of fitness in. Okay, next move we're going to do involves us being on our bottoms. Okay, so just sitting on your bottoms, make sure I'm fully in camera shot. And for this move, your legs are going to be slightly off the floor like this. Okay, so can everyone sit just with your legs slightly off the floor like this? Then we're going to be working for about 30 seconds, okay, with the ball in our hands, sitting like this, and I want you to whack the ball on the floor just like this, okay? And we're going to be doing that for 30 seconds. Okay, it's important that you keep your legs up off the floor, okay, and we're working our core muscles here, okay, and try and work as best you can. Keep the technique, try and work as best you can. I wonder how many reps you can get in, how many times you can whack the ball on the floor in 30 seconds, all right? So we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And rest. Good job. Okay, I've got 60. I wonder how many reps you were able to do in 30 seconds. Okay, we've got one final move to do. Okay, and again, we're going to be working with our ball. We're going to be a little bit further back for this. Okay, we're going to be lunging. Okay, and again, with this one, we're going to do a certain amount of reps. What I want you to do is I want you to do 20 lunges, and how the ball is going to be involved. As we go down, I want you to lift the ball above your head. So a little bit like this. Okay, so you're lifting the ball and stretching back. Okay, just like that. And it helps keep your back straight as you go up. Okay, so really do away. You want to keep your back straight and lift the ball really, really high. Okay, we'll do 20, so 10 on each leg. All right, ready, steady, off we go. Keep going, guys. Good job. All right, so just 3 little moves you can do with the football that can work on sort of with the football, and it's kind of football specific fitness moves that you can do to keep yourself sharp over this period where there isn't much football going on at all. Okay, now we're going to move on to the more technical part of the session, and this is where your socks are going to come involved. Okay, so grab your big pile of socks. I've got lots of different coloured ones with monsters on, I think there might be some Christmas socks in there. And all you're going to do is you're going to lay them around the room, just like this. Okay, we've got some football socks, ankle socks, training socks. Just lay all of the socks that you've got for this video, lay them around the room. Okay, there's one there. Back in. Okay, so I've got my socks. Like I said at the beginning, you can use lots of different types of ball, okay? Just to prove that, I'm going to use a tennis ball for this one. Okay, you might choose to still use your football, or you might have a different ball. I'm going to use a tennis ball just to prove we can do all these different moves with a different kind of ball. Okay, so all we're going to do here, similar to what we did at the start, we're going to be dribbling around, okay, using both our feet, using different parts of your feet. But the key here, okay, is not to touch any of the socks that are set up. Okay, so I want you to imagine the socks are now the defenders. And what we're going to say is we're going to be working for about 1 to 2 minutes, and I want you to be working really sharply and really quickly while still keeping the ball under control. But every time the ball hits a sock, okay, or even you brush against a sock, okay, so if you touch a sock as well, you're going to lose 10 points, okay? We'll all start on 100 points, and your aim is to finish on the most amount of points possible. If you can finish on 100, brilliant, okay? Now, the key here is finding the balance between working quickly and sharply, but also at a rate where you can keep the ball under control, okay? If you work too slowly, then this task will be really easy. You can just walk around, keeping really close control, and you won't get much out of it because the task is actually really easy. Whereas if you work too quickly and you're moving, okay, you're going to run into the socks. And you'll finish on hardly any points at all, okay? So the key is to find a balance between speed and sharpness as well as control of the ball, okay? Right, ball's ready, socks ready. We're going to start in about 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Lots of little touches around the socks, okay? Try and use both your feet, okay? You might throw in some skills, maybe some step overs, maybe some turns. You know, if you're in a compact space, okay, it doesn't matter because in fact, being in a compact space might make this job harder and you're going to get more out of this session, okay? I'm still on 100 points. Wonder how many points you guys are on. Whoa. Oh, I've touched the sock. I'm down to 90. Oh man, I got tackled by a sock. That's embarrassing. Here we go. Through there. Oh, I just missed. Through there. Oh. Keep going, guys. Oh, trying to skill. I'm not sure that paid off. 2 drag backs. You might approach a sock, do a step over. Oh, this is hard with the tennis ball. Okay, you might throw a few chops in there. Using the sole of your foot. Step overs. Maybe you'll do a few turns. Oh no! Oh, I've got it back. Phew, almost lost it. Keep working really quickly, really sharply. All right. Oh no, cross that sock. I'm down to 80. All right, here we go. 10 seconds left, guys. If you've been working at a certain speed, test yourself now. Can you go even quicker? Boy, got it back. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, guys, I finished on 80 points. I wonder how many points you guys finished on. Okay, just a little challenge for you. It's going to work on your ball control, the sharpness, and hopefully when we all get back to playing football, put you in really, really good stead. Okay, now the next one that we're going to require, the next one even we're going to do, okay, doesn't require any socks at all. You might use one just as a marker, okay, but if you haven't got any, don't worry too much. Okay, so clear your socks up. Okay, put them over to the side again. Here we go. Over to the side. There we go. Right, and grab your ball again. Okay, this one is going to be looking at certain skills we can do, maybe to get past defenders or exploit some space created. Okay, so the first move we're going to work on is our step over. Now, again, it's really important in all of these moves to keep good close control of the ball. It's very, very good if you can do a move, but then if the ball flies off, okay, in a game, you're likely to lose the ball. And in this situation, if the ball flies off, you might end up breaking something. Okay, so really focus on keeping close control of the ball. Okay, so this one, we're working on the step over. So all we need to do, okay, is I want you to work forward with the ball for about 2 or 3 steps. And then as you get there, you're going to step over the ball like this. And then with your other foot, the outside of it, you're going to push it to the side and then return back to where you were. Okay, so if you've got socks, and this is optional, if you've got socks, you might just mark out where you're going to run from. And then 1, 2, 3, you might put a sock down here, which is going to act kind of like a defender. Okay? So if I've got my ball just here, okay, I'm running up, step over, and then to the side. Okay? And then we're going to go again, and then step over, might go to the other side. Okay? Try and use both of your feet. Okay, go either way. And what we're going to do is we'll do 5 step overs going to my left, and then 5 step overs going to my right, and then we'll move on to a different move that we can do. Okay? So 5 reps on each foot, 10 reps in total. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I've done 2, we've got 8 to go. Up to 4, 6 to go. 4 to go. Okay, last 2, here we go. Last one. Good, okay, so there your step overs. Okay, maybe if you go, that's a little bit easy, try and go at a bit of a quicker speed. If you think, oh, they were really difficult, maybe it's something for you to sort of go away with and practice and make sure you can get that move perfect, okay? Imagine you going back to your football club, okay, and having perfected that move and leaving defenders in your wake, okay? That's going to feel really good, isn't it? Okay, so either try and challenge yourself if you found it really easy and try and move at a quicker speed, or if you didn't find it easy, really try and practice that move, okay, and get it nailed. Okay, you're putting your body weight as you come into the step over, body weight one way, that's going to send the defender, and then you knock the ball the other way, okay? Body weight first one way, and then you're going to push off and go the other way. So that's your step overs. Next move we're going to do is the chop move. So we're going to go in similar directions. We're going to approach our defender, and this time you're going to chop, okay, with your foot and go one way. Okay, so if I just do it slowly one more time, we'll come up here, okay, and then chop and come back one way. Okay, so this is the sort of move a defender might not see coming, might be a bit unpredictable. Okay, they might think you're going that way, and then suddenly you've gone that way. So we'll do 5 each direction again. 3, 2, 1, off we go. And that's my 4th one. Yes. So 2 more, 1 on each side. Last one. Good, okay. Now that's where just having time on the ball and getting lots of little touches is really, really important, because when you're doing that sort of move, having had lots of little touches on the ball and being able to control the ball in tight spaces, it makes that move so much more easier, because you're used to using different parts of your feet, working in tight spaces and keeping that ball under control, which is what that move is all about. Okay, so we've got step overs and we've got our chopped. Okay, the next one, we're going to look more at turning, okay, 180 degrees. So at the moment, we're sort of approaching a defender and going 90 degrees, aren't we? Okay, or even maybe slightly less in some circumstances. This one, we're going to look at turning 180 degrees. Maybe you're facing your own goal and you want to turn and face the opposition goal. Okay, so that's going to be really key for this one. So the first move we're going to do, okay, is called the Cruyff turn. And how this works is you're going to be approaching where the defender is again. And when you get to the defender, you place one foot here next to the ball, like you're going to go forwards. And then you get your other foot, which you're going to be kicking with. You're going to use the inside of it and turn and go back. Okay, this is what's called the Cruyff turn. All right, so we'll do 10 of these, 5 on each foot. So if it's the other foot, it's exactly the same, okay, but obviously on opposing feet. Okay, here we go. 5 on each. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's a bit harder on my left. Need to practice a little bit more, I think. That was a little bit better. I think I'm up to 8. This will be 9. Oh, no, that's 8. This will be 9. And that's 10. Okay, so that one is the Cruyff turn. Okay, so again, in a match, if you're facing your own goal, or maybe even if you're further up the pitch and you're sort of facing your own goal, it might look then like you're passing the ball backwards to a teammate, and then you might surprise the defender by sort of faking it and turning, okay, and they're left having committed to go forward, and you've got that space in behind. Okay, so that's the Cruyff turn. Right, the next one, similar movement, but we're going to be doing a slightly different move. This is a little bit simpler in the fact that it's just going to be dragging the ball back. Okay, so we'll go straight into the moves. We're going to do 5 on each again. Okay, so I'll quickly show you what it is. So we're here, and then putting your foot on top of the ball. So we're using the sole of our foot and dragging it back and going. Okay, we're going to use 5 on the right, 5 on the left. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So left foot this time, drag it back. Oh, I missed it. There we go. Okay. 1 more on each side. Okay, so you're simply dragging it back and turning your body. And again, imagine the defender's there. If you're approaching the ball and you're doing this sort of movement, very often a defender might think you're going in this direction. Okay, they might sort of commit themselves, and then you've turned and you've now got hopefully lots of space to move into. Right, so that's just your drag back turn, all right? Right, we're gonna do one more move, okay? This one is gonna work on your close control and your agility, okay? And we're gonna work a little bit without the ball and a little bit with the ball, okay? Just like in football, at times you won't have the ball and you still need to show maybe some good agility and speed, but also you will obviously need it with the ball as well, okay? For this one, you'll need 5 of your pairs of socks, okay? If you haven't got socks, okay, you might use shoes or cushions, okay? You just need 5 markers, preferably fairly small. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and this is how you're going to set them up. So we'll have one back where we had our marker there before. We're then going to take one big step and put one down in the middle. Then another step. We're going to put one down here. Is that still in camera shot? Yes. Good. Okay. Then we're going to go back to the middle. You're going to take one step this way. Okay. Go back to the middle and take one step this way. Now, it might be that you don't even have enough room to set that sort of thing up in your home. Doesn't matter. All you need to do is make it a little bit smaller. So do half a step each way, okay, or something like that. Just make it smaller. Try not to make it much bigger. Okay, you might make it slightly bigger, but I still want sort of really close control here. And if it becomes bigger, it becomes a different drill and works on different things, which is also important. Okay, and you might give it a go. But this drill is working on really, really close control as well as speed and agility. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. We will always start on the furthest sock back. Okay, then you're going to travel to this sock here, and we're going to walk. Well, we're going to be running. I'm just walking it through. We're going to come to this sock and we'll go round it and then through to the middle sock. We'll then go round the middle sock up to the top sock. Okay. Then you're going to go round to this sock, back to the middle, and back to the start. Okay. We're going to do that one more time because it can be a bit complicated and hard to remember, especially if you're just trying to focus on the ball, where to go, okay? It can be easy to forget. So what I'd recommend here is, if you're following along, I'm going to do it one more time, maybe walk through it with me, okay? Walk through your markers that you've got set up with me. So we start here, we're out here, back to the middle, to the top, out to the side, back to the middle, and then back here. We're going round the socks. So don't mean just going to the socks, okay? You're going to go round the socks. Now, the other key thing here, okay, is I want you to, as much as you're moving quickly, okay, you don't want to lose control even without the ball, okay? You might end up kicking a fireplace or a sofa. So especially on those turns, keep them nice and tight, okay? So we're working without the ball. All right, we're going to start in 3 seconds. I want you to try and complete the course as quickly as possible. Ready? Steady. Go. Okay. So that's the course that you've got to try and complete as quickly as possible. Do it one more time. Okay, maybe you didn't quite remember the order of what to go in. Okay. Or maybe you can compete against me if you're joining in at the same time. Okay. So left, middle, up, right, middle, and then back here. Ready? Steady, go. Okay, I wonder how quick you can do it. Okay, maybe after this video you can get a timer and try and get your quickest times and send them in. Okay, I wonder who can get the quickest time. Right, this time we're going to be doing it with a football or a tennis ball, okay? In fact, using a tennis ball will probably be a lot more difficult, okay? Because controlling a tennis ball with your feet, I reckon, is a lot more difficult because it's so small, okay? So what I might try and do is I might try and do this with a tennis ball, but obviously if you've got a football and that's all you've got, just use a football, okay? Or whatever you're using, just use that, All right. Okay, so I've got to try and find my tennis ball now. Where's that gone? Oh, I see it. Oh, tennis ball. Okay. So it's the same order, but this time we're with a ball. Okay. Oh man, this could be difficult. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Okay, we're around the socks, try not to touch them. We're back in here. Around that one. Out to the side. Try and get back around the middle. And then finished. Okay, we'll do one more time. I wonder if you can beat me on this one. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. Okay, so that working in your close control, your dribbling, your skills, okay? And if you can get that move really sharp and really quick, again, it's just going to benefit your game, okay? You might be a professional footballer watching this video, but you can always improve in that sort of thing. Your speed can always get better, okay? Or you might be someone who's never even played football before, okay? Again, you can improve your own score. It's all about sort of self-improvement with that one. So it's the sort of thing you can set up and just continually try and improve your game through that sort of thing, okay? So some little moves for you to try at home, okay? You can watch videos back or just set up individual drills that you can remember and keep sharp from your own living room, okay? Now, just like with all our Sports Factory videos, just as a sort of cooling down, and maybe you might be having a stretch or just getting your breath back, okay? I'm just going to share a little message from the Bible before we finish, and maybe before you start watching this video again to replay all of those skill moves that you want to learn and perfect, okay? So this passage of the Bible is from a book called Psalms, okay? And this particular passage is Psalm 27, and it's just verse 1 I'm going to read, okay? So it says, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" Okay, and just thinking about sort of the times we're in at the moment, you might be self-isolating, you might be stuck at home, maybe you're a little bit worried and scared of this virus, and I feel that this verse really speaks into that. I'll just read it one more time before we finish. "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" Okay, this is just saying when the Lord is your light and your salvation, you don't have to be afraid of anything. The Lord is in control. He's got a plan, and he can see the bigger picture. Okay, so just a little something for you to ponder on whilst you're sort of cooling down. Guys, thank you so much for joining in. Like I said, it'd be great to sort of see videos and pictures of you guys joining in, maybe setting a high score on that last one. You could probably go 10 times quicker than me. I'd still love to see it though. So yeah, join in, send in your pictures and videos, send us your feedback, and yeah, it'd be great to see you. Right, guys, have a great rest of the day, and we'll catch up soon. God bless.